I'm with Gene Mann with 7K Metals, and he's got an interesting, fascinating story to me to tell. So, Gene, I want you to tell the story how you got involved with 7K Metals, and just tell me a little bit about it.
Well, about 5 years ago, my wife and I stopped up to a little local restaurant we go to every once in a while. And we were up there sitting down to have some dinner, lunch, I think. And I had a phone call, and it was Richard Hansen. He said, Gene, I'm just coming off the airport heading to Idaho Falls. Can I stop by and see you? I said, yeah, go ahead. So we waited for him. He walked in. As he walked up to me, he pulled out a tube and started dropping silver dollars into my hands. In fact, 20 of them. And they fell out of my hand, it fell on the table, it fell on the floors, and everybody in the restaurant was looking around, what's going on here? And I'm down there picking them up. He flipped out his phone and he held it in my face and started playing a video. My wife looked at me and I looked at her and she said, write him out a check for $250. So I sat down right there and wrote a check out for $250 for him. We sat down and had dinner. When he went to leave, he said, Gene, we haven't got a company going. Roger's supposed to be backing me up on the money. So I got to go up there and we got to put it together. We don't have a computer, we don't have nothing. But when we get it done, we'll call you and let you know. I said, okay. He ate lunch, he left, and I guess a month and a half later, he called me and said, hey, we're having a pre-launch in Idaho Falls, come on up. So I think that following week, we got in the car and we drove up to Idaho Falls. And that's when we first, everybody enrolled all the other people. And it was fantastic. We had a lot of videos they had sent for us. I met a lot of people I didn't know before. And Tony Hubbard was there, Chris Latin was there, Colleen Lee was there, and turned out that they are fantastic people. We met so many people around the country that we never knew before. I'm more excited now than I was when we first started.
Oh, yeah.
Because I can see the growth, all the new things they've got for us on our life so we make it better in selling gold and silver. It's just been a great ride, and I know that I'm just getting started.
So I was at this convention in Salt Lake City, and what's his name? Richard
Hansen.
So Richard had you stand up, and he told that little story how he dropped the coins in your hand, you signed up,
yeah.
And that now, because the way this thing's structured, that when people get in, it goes underneath everybody else, that you have a lot of points on your one side. How many points you got?
I'm really embarrassed to say it because all the other people done it for me. About 8,500,000.
And what does them points mean? What does that even mean?
$1 a point.
So that's all. So tell me. So it takes how this thing is built is a left and a right. Tell me about.
Yeah, so when you join, you have to have two people, one the left and one the right. So when you enroll two people, you enroll them two, and then help the other two enroll two more, and it just keeps going on. And every time somebody enrolls, you either get 50 points or you get 150 points. So you try to do it on both sides. And when you get 250 points on each side, you get a check for 250. When you get 500 on each side, you get $500. But the nice thing about it is the company is, everybody that enrolls under you, you get their points. So it's infinity, goes all the way up the line. So it helps everybody. Infinity.
So you're saying that let's say there's 1 million people down below you, you get points for every one of them?
Every one of them enroll, and every time they order a coin, I get their points. I mean, the Richard set this structure up where it helps the average person make an average income. There's no prima donna at the top. Everybody has to help everybody. And if you want to move up in rank and make more money, you got to help the people under you to move up. So that's what makes it so fantastic.
So you said you was embarrassed because you really didn't do a whole lot, yet you got 8 million points. How does that happen?
I just had the most fantastic people under me that went to work on it, bringing other people in. I mean, Colleen Lee, the Jorgensens up in Montana, Bob Reed, George, Chris Latin. There's so many of them that's across the whole United States.
And they were just put underneath you. You don't even know?
They were under me. I didn't know until later on when Richard told me that all them people were under you, and I thought, gee, it's real about when they say it's better to have a group of people help you than trying to do it by yourself. And that's what makes 7K Metals so great, because you have people helping people. We're a company that's people helps people. And that's what makes it so great and fantastic. Is I just get really enthused and so excited, because every time I look at my computer, I have more points. It might be 30,000 points in 1 week that increased. And I know I got to do more to support them and help them. I try to go on the calls for them every day at 11 o'clock and let them know that I'm there, whether I do a lot or not, but I'm there to listen to them, and they have some fantastic calls, especially about testimonies. They go through the strategy book and tell you all about how to start and how to go, and that's what makes it, everybody's helping everybody. And like they say, we're just getting started, and the moon's past the moon in infinity forever.
So this all has to deal with gold and silver. Why would people even want gold and silver, or even collectibles? Because a lot of this is collectibles.
Well, to make the value of the 7K metals worth more value, they had to create some coins that nobody else has got in the world. And so they started out doing the Statue of Liberty by Miles Standish. He is the vice president of NGC, and he is a fantastic person. He runs that, he's vice president of it, and so we kind of teamed up with him and done some of the coins that he done himself. The Statue of Liberty, the George Washington, the Ben Franklin. They're fantastic coins, and nobody else except 7K metal people that have them. Nobody else can get them but us, so it makes the value of your membership worth more. Plus Stack and Sell, Money Wallet, all them creating things that's help people do better and understand the company and progress, so they all can know what's going on. It just certainly helps everybody. It makes the value of your membership worth more. What's really nice about that too is that people says, well, $200 to buy one Silver Eagle for $105 plus shipping, is not worth it. But if you look at the value of the company, first, you can go in there and you can write off the $105 every year on your taxes. You write part of your rent off. You write part of your gas off. You can part of your phone, your lights. It's like having a business with no inventory, no building, no employees, no nothing. And you can write all that off every year. So it is a benefit to have a membership, whether buy the $200 one or the $500 one. The $500 one has a lot more with it, and most of them sign that up because that's what they want to do is the business, because you make money. How many times do you go to a movie or to a restaurant and you have a really good meal and you like it and you come back and tell about all these people how about going there? Well, they've never sent me a meal ticket yet for free. But 7K Metals, if you tell people about it, you get paid for it. That's the nice thing about it. You're helping other people make money. And you help a lot of people that are devastated in really tight spots financially, and they're helping them. So they can feel great about themselves and feel good about themselves, and they can pay their bills. They can spend more time with their family and go more trips and do more things together and meet people around the world that they never would have met before. That's what makes 7K Metals so great. It's a people business.
So they say these types of businesses, you gotta know a lot of people, you gotta be a salesman, or that's what I've heard, but this seems to be different. The average person can do this and make money. Is that what you're saying?
That's what makes it so neat. The average person can meet people. Write down a list how many people you know. The mailman, the newspaper man, the restaurant man, the telephone guys that come here. You go to any restaurant, grocery store, there's always people around there you don't even know, and they don't know about 7K Metals. You have to kind of tell them a little bit about it. See if you can get to meet them sometime, have them come to your house and tell them about 7K Metals. Once they see it and see the vision of it, it makes sense to them, they want to be a part of it. And some of them just want to buy the coin for a collection, and other people want to do the business to make a little money. It's up to you. You do whatever you want, whatever fits your niche. That's what to do.
that was me. I get involved just because I wanted to buy more gold and silver. I wanted to do the collectibles. I didn't want anything to do with the business side of it. But then when I see people like you that has 8 million points on one side, and other people that are, making some good money, some extra money, I don't know who wouldn't want extra money, and so.
Well, this is what makes it so great, is if somebody in my downline want to make some more money, they can go ahead and do it. I can't stop them. I don't hold them back. They can't go unless I move.
You can't tell them you got enough points, quit doing that.
That's right.
You don't want any
That's
more
a nice
points.
thing about it. Yeah, they can go ahead. There's a lot of them. A lot of them. All them people I mentioned make more money than I do. I love them. Because every time they bring somebody in, or they have a coin, I get the points. And eventually, I'm a slow starter and a fast finisher. I will get there. I will help them, I will support them, and I will be at the top. I don't like being the bottom. I don't like it down there. I've been there before, and I've always went to the top. Whatever I've been in, I've been at the top, and I plan on doing it this time with them.
You're not in the bottom.
So
Well, I'm at the top in the points, but
So just to say that, so what you're saying is, a pyramid structure is the person who gets in at the beginning, who's right at the top, makes all the money, and you as one of the first people in, and there's people way under you that make a lot more money than you. Is that
Oh,
what you're
yeah.
saying? So it's not a pyramid.
isn't that fantastic that you can't hold nobody back, no prima donnas. I've been in some other companies before. In fact, this company I was in before I even drove 7K Metals is, it's a health product, mineral acids, and I've been with them for like 5 years. I still get some of the product and take it, but I don't do any of the business on it. I still get a check for like a week, $1.37, I can't even buy a French fry for $1.37. So it does give me the product, and the people that join under it give me the points to get them. So that's one good thing. But other than that, there are just a lot of them out there are good health products, but it doesn't pay your bills. And that's what you need to do. People need to be more time to spend with their loved ones, where they can go and do things they've never done before. And this gives them the opportunity to do that. A lot of multi-levels out there, like they say, Richard say, they all make money, but they all don't make sense. Like Tony says, I can go down to Walmart and buy it for half the cost. And gold and silver, we never owned any in our life until we started selling it. And I got so much gold and silver in my bedroom, in my closet, in all my drawers, in my shirts, in my pockets, in my my shoe polish box, on the floor, in my shoes. My son finally brought a safe down to me and put it in my house. I had to take all of it and find it and put it back in the safe. And I don't know if I found it all yet. So I had it ditched all over in my shirt pockets and shoes, up on the counter, above the door arches. I had them even stuck in there, the coins. And
So you're probably more than me, because you've been doing this longer than me. I got involved in this, I think, 1.5 years ago. Like I said, strictly because I wanted to buy gold and silver. And I get 2 packages every month. I buy 2 of the collector coins, the Silver Eagles, and then the specialty.
Okay,
coins.
Silver Eagle is Silver Eagle is $105 plus shipping.
Yeah.
I get that every month. I've been doing that for like 5 years.
So I get 2 of them, and I don't even open them. I get the FedEx package, and it just sits in my closet, and I got 1.5 years worth of them.
I got some of them in there. I thought I'd take them out there and put them away because I didn't have no room for them. So I take them out of the box and put them in a drawer and put them in the safe, what I do now. But I always carry some. I always still carry a Silver Eagle in my pocket with one MS-70 Eagle in a container. I carry one of them with me everywhere. So I can show them the difference between a regular Eagle and one that's MS-70 graded.
What is the difference between a regular one and an MS-70?
Well, the bullion one's just a silver dollar. It's not MS-70 because it's got blemishes on it. It's got scratches or something on it, so they just use it as bullion. If you get a
Just like
MS-70,
just like your change in your pocket, it can be used just like that.
yeah, just for change. The collector one is MS70. It goes from 1 to 70. When it's 70, they include it in an acrylic package, number it, and register it, and mark on their MS70. So it stays perfect, no scratches, no blemishes. That's a collector who collects is that one. So I get one of them every month. And, for 5 years, it adds up to a little bit. And I have got some of the collectors by the animal per month. I get them too. Now I'm getting the leaded glass ones every month, and the silver eagle. And I've got a little bit of all of them. But I thought that leaded glass from the Holden was very collectors.
No.
And so I figured I'd do that now. And the silver eagle. The silver eagle has always been here. People, they don't realize how relaxing, how much you feel secure about having some gold and silver. Before, you just heard about it, and they figure you couldn't afford it because just the rich people had money could do it. Well, if you just do this, disenroll and order one silver eagle a month, I know you spend more than $100 a month on soda pop or things that go out one more time eating dinner at night, that you can save that for the future, for your legacy. And time, that adds up. If you do that for 30 years, one a month, for 30 years, it probably cost you around, back in '86 till now, about $45,000. But today on the market, that silver eagle's worth $1.2 million. You can't make that much in the bank or put it in your savings for it. But have be 65 years old and have that amount?
I put more than that in my 401k every month, and my 401k ain't not even, it ain't enough that I can retire on. I know that.
Well, the thing about it is you draw it out, you got to pay taxes on it.
Yeah.
So you probably pay taxes when you got it. Well, maybe not, you did, maybe you did, and maybe you didn't, but you're going to pay taxes on it. Someday you're going to pay taxes on it. If they take a large amount out, it could be half of what you got. But some gold and silver, if you take some silver in the, what is it? If you buy one and sell it for more money than you paid for, you got to pay taxes on it. Yeah. The silver eagle, you can buy it for $1 and sell it for $1 million and not pay any taxes on it. That's why when you're joining 7K Metal, you got to find out what type of a collector you are. You want to collect bullion and just save it for the future, or you want to collect it to sell and be a legacy in it. So you make the decision which way you want to do it. You have the right to do that. That's the nice thing about 7K Metals. You decide what fits you to do it. Nobody tells you how to do it. You just do it yourself. What you feel happy with. That's what makes it something good, is when you can make your own decisions and do it when you want to. When you want to. Just like join 7K Metals. When you first joined, you're just make a few dollars, but then you make a little bit more, and then before you know it, you get up when you want, go to bed when you want, and go where you want. And that's what makes it nice. You're free. You feel free and enjoy your family. That's the whole thing in your whole life is your family.
Yeah.
And that's what my son has 7K Metals. And a while back, we bought a monster box from an individual that wanted to sell it. And I guess in the last 4 or 5 months, we have made increase in value over $6,000. Cool. Where can you do that for that? No place. The only way you do that is rob a bank, and that's not a good thing to do.
I did the same thing when I got into 7K. It's so I could buy silver, and I bought a monster box, and it was like, I think, $9,000 for the monster box, and I think they're $19,000, $20,000.
They're hitting about $18,000 right now.
Is it $18,000 right now? Yeah.
Yeah, about a year ago they were around $8,900 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But they've increased now, where they've been hanging around 14 to 19. Well, one of the gals in the company here, their daughter, she was 18 years old. They had to be 18 years old to join. She joined it, and they told them about the business, and they helped her on the business. She went so fast, in 90 days, you can get a 100 ounce of silver bar. In 90 days, from associate to a silver, in 90 days, they give you a 100 ounce bar silver that's worth over $2,000. Wow. She done that. And she collected her check there for like $10,000. Wow. So she went and put it in the bank. The next time she got a check for $10,000, she went to put it in. Her dad said, "Don't do that. Let's put it in gold and silver." So she put it in gold and silver. And they went 3 months or 6 months before they checked to find out how much she made in the bank and how much she made in the gold and silver. In the bank, it was something like $3 or $4. And in the bank there, in the 7K metals, in the gold and silver, she made about $6,000.
Really?
That's a testimony that's on there for about her right now.
Wow.
So you can see the difference in investing. See, the banker takes your money and he invests it out for 25% when he pays you 1%.
Yeah.
I don't know what else. And my wife has been my backbone.
Tell them about stack and sell.
Oh, stack and sell. That's really fantastic. Before, you didn't have any way to sell them unless somebody call you up and ask you if you got a coin to sell them. Now you can put your coins all on the jack and sell, and anybody wants to buy them, they can go on that, click on their computer they want to buy it, then an independent group will handle that sell for you for a small fee. But they'll handle the sell to make sure the coin is legit, and they make sure the money comes into your account, and they do the transaction for you. So you can buy anything you want back there. There's a short one, you need a special one, it's back there for you to buy. And it tells you how much it is. You can buy it right there by pushing a button.
So that legit, I think, is crucial, because there was a lot of people selling coins and buying coins on eBay, and it turned out a lot of them that were plated with silver, they were fake. They weren't real. They were fake.
About 80% of the coins are coming in now, I think, out of China. It's not real silver.
Wow.
I think they've told that someplace I've heard. 80%, well, how do you know? Well, they have a big sale on it. And these other places that sell on television, they have, every one I've seen right now that's been a regular silver eagle, they've had for like $199. If it's MS-70, it's $299 or $249. Really? We're buying them for $105. We're getting it from a company we know that we can count on, depend on, that we're getting what we pay for.
Yeah. Trust them.
That's the nice thing about it. Be with somebody that you can trust.
Yeah.
The other people in them coin companies, they want to sell you what they want to sell you to get rid of their inventory. You don't know that because you're the first time buying it, so you buy what they tell you to buy.
Yeah.
Not what you should be buying.
And they get it right in their hands.
Yeah, them you got to wait a week or two. When they get it in stock, they don't have it now, but you send the money now. In our company, they ship it right to your door. Every month, you don't have to worry about it. Auto ship it. They take it out of your account, they ship it to a coin to you, and the thing about it, every month you can change it to whatever coin you want to do. You can change different every month. How easy is that? Push the button to change it.
Yeah, I know a guy who bought 2 monster boxes. Well, he bought 1 monster box, and his friend bought a monster box. They pulled their money together to buy the 2 monster boxes. They sent the company the money, and they never ever did get their silver coins. They found out that they didn't have them They didn't have them. They was it was one of them Ponzi scheme type deals.
Yeah.
And he lost. He never got any of it. And it was from supposedly a reputable company online.
It is. Their base is in China.
Well, they can go up to Idaho Falls and look at this company if they want to.
Yeah, you can go up to Idaho Falls when they have them and buy it right there and bring it home with you. If you want to do that, you can go and see the office and how it functions up there. The people up there at 7K Metals office are really fantastic. They do a really great job. They're right on the ball. They let you know right off the bat what's going on. Carrie Hess, she's really a fantastic gal up there in the office. All the gals are that down there. They help you. You call them up and ask them a question, they find out for you, or call you back and tell you. That's what makes it nice. That convenience and dependable. You can count on them.
What about the trips?
You what?
All the trips we've been on with.
All the trips. Oh, are they fantastic? We've been on the river No Return up there on Roger Ball's old ranch up there. We've been on cruises. We've been back to New York that we never went before, my wife and I, and that was a fantastic trip. We connected with the Jorgensen's up in Montana, and he had some tickets. We got their tickets, and we flew in their tickets to the airport to New York. They had a great big limousine set up for us, a big van. All of us sitting together in a circle, and they had ice water and drinks and everything for us, and the bus driver took us everywhere in town.
Cool.
We paid one fee, and he took us every day for like 4 days,
It was in New York.
all over heck, and back to our hotel. So we didn't have to worry about nothing.
Wow.
We got off the bus and walked down Main Street in New York and saw them crazy people, all them beautiful signs, the big televisions on the buildings up above. Then we went to Bubba's, a famous restaurant. We all together went there and ate at Bubba's.
Huh?
And I think we
We're
had,
having a new convention coming up.
oh, one thing about now, if you haven't got your tickets or hotel for the trip in Las Vegas in May, get them right now. If you don't, they're going to be gone. And then you'll be wondering what to do. And bring your friend, bring your wife, bring your brother, bring anybody you can to that convention in Las Vegas in May.
International.
I think it's the end of April and the 1st of May, the first 4 days, 5 days of May. And get them right now. We've got our tickets, we got our hotel and airfare. Get it right now and save you the time.
International.
Huh?
International.
This would be an international convention from all around the world. We have people in Singapore.
And so this is 2022, and so if you're seeing this past 2022, you missed out, huh?
Absolutely. We've been on the conventions before, the one in Salt Lake here a couple of months ago. Fantastic. This new person that's got this new leaded glass, and it's a collector piece. I think there's 7 panels, and you can order a panel every month, the first 5 panels. So every month I get one in the mail, right to my door.
Gold note.
Gold notes, and I think it's half a gram on each one of them. But the workmanship, the guy took 12 or 13 years to do them panels. I mean, he tells a story, your DNA all the way through for your life. It is really amazing. And detailing the people. Each one around them piece of leaded glass is caked with gold. That's why it's a gold note. That's a collector's. You ain't getting one of them, get them now. Because they give one different one out every month. And it might get to a part where you can't get them because some people are buying them all at one time.
Oh.
I set up on a payment one every month.
Yeah.
And with my other coins, so I get 2 of them.
Collector pieces are art as well as silver.
Yeah, the artmanship on that is like unbelievable. Like I say, it took the guy like 13 years to build them. 6 days a week, 7 days a week with a team, a whole team working on it. Have you looked at them?
Yeah.
And they're in that new book that came out this month. Shows his name, the picture of him on the front cover, and it shows all the panels in it. I mean, there's that thing about 7K metals, they're thinking ahead for the future to make our membership more valuable. We have the highest technology for our vaults up there in Idaho Falls. Everybody's got a vault when they join. You can put your silver in there and leave it there when you want it. They can ship it to you. It don't cost nothing. I know a lot of companies, if they just turn their page on your computer, they charge you for it. And any company does anything new, they charge you for it. 7K has not, 7K Metal doesn't charge nothing. So that makes it more valuable. Yeah, it's nice to know you have that. And if I want to take and buy a coin from somebody else, I can go right on there and push a button and buy it from them. They can push a button and send my money right to them. Just by pushing a button, you can buy and sell between them, each other, or sell to somebody else. Or buy that same way. Just like sitting in your nice front room, sitting back, clicking your TV there. You can do and buy and sell whatever you want.
Cool.
What about the buying of products?
What?
Where you buy products? 8,000 was it products?
Oh yes, so you have when you sign up for membership, you have value. One of the values is they have over 800,000 stores that you can buy food, clothes, dressing, or anything you want. And you have a discount on airfare, hotels, car rentals, restaurants, clothing, all of them you get discounts on. Just go back in your back office, go down, there's a page right there and it shows everything for you to do it. Real simple and easy. You have all the training back there, all what comes with it. You can tell you whether you're a coin buyer or you want to be a person buyer and have people enroll. It tells you and shows you how to do it and trains you for it with your membership.
The website's free when you join.
Pardon?
The website is free when you join.
The website comes with you when you join, and it's your private website where you can go on it. You have a code number to put into it, access code. You put that in there, and then on it's there for you all the time.
So back to the travel, the discount stuffs. I got a question for you. So I know in the beginning, you got just a
travel card,
like a hotel, travel card, a hotel and stuff. And because I travel all over the place, I live out of a motel, so I was using that all the time. And
yeah. Cool.
So anyways, I went to a hotel. I looked at one, and it was a dive, and it was like $68 a night or something like that. And I thought, man, I wonder what. I thought, well, I'll try this travel card from the 7K. So I punched it in. It showed me some ones, and it punched in one. It was $67, and I go to it, and it was a 4-star right on the golf course. You know, it was a lot better than staying in that dive. And I thought, so from then on, I started using that, and I did save money on it.
Now you just go on the website, you find out where you want to go, you click in there, and they tell you how much it is right then and there with everything for you, and then you go right there and click onto it and get it reserved for you.
So it's the same as having that, only they've just expanded it.
Yeah.
Food.
Simple and easy.
Okay. Cool.
And my son just went down to Moab, rented a Jeep down there, and checked around with it. By going through 7K Metals, he saved $200.
Really?
On the car rental.
Really?
Yeah.
And another friend saved $200 on an airplane trip.
Yeah, my car saved $200 on airfare. And so it really pays off. That's what the membership is. Most memberships, you don't get that kind of activity or that type of things with it. You just get a website, and then they have a page there for you to buy the product. We have the place where you can go back in the back and buy any product you want. Gold, silver, bars, necklaces, jewelry, cufflinks. You can pick out whatever you want and buy it right then. Just click on it, and they send it to you with 3 or 4 days.
Cool.
Simple and easy.
So you was telling me a story, because I'm a treasure hunter, a gold prospector. You was telling me you got into that, and you had a story that. Tell me that story.
Well, at the time, I had a friend of mine I knew in school come to me and told me about he had some gold mines, micron gold down in Moab, about 20 miles out of Moab, called LaSalle Junction. There's a big truck stop there that's abandoned. And he said we could set everything all up, the lab and everything up right there in that site, but we need to get the ground. So we went and found out who had the ground, and I leased it for 2 years, the ground. Paid for it, and then we started ordering all the equipment we had to have for a lab to set up and do the process. And they had a mineralogist from a university down there to come with us to be the head of the lab and do it all. So it took several months to set that all up, and a lot of money to have all these acrylic tanks and all the pipes. And then we had a big sealing foam out in the back, about 100 feet long and about 50 feet wide. And then we'd lay a plastic liner in it and then fill it with water. We had 2 of them, 2 ponds, to circulate the water through the tanks in the building. So everything all set up. They give me samples. I take the samples and take them down to Kennecott, and the lab chemist down there would do the test for me and say, yeah, it's gold's there. He said, but when I hit heat with it, it burns it up. So we just kept on doing tests. They kept on mining it and kept getting buckets full of it. And we done that for 2 years. When we got all through, I found out that the chemist was doing chemical work for the university on the side through our plant. And that wasn't a very good thing to do when you spend more time with them.
Yeah.
And our man, my other partner, was just laying around doing nothing. I thought, this can't go on forever. So anyway, I come to a part where I said, that's no more. I'm not doing no more. So we closed it down. I gave away a lot of the equipment away to people in town. And when I got all through, it cost me in that 2 years $68,000. I never got 1 ounce of gold. Not 1 grain of gold.
Really, nothing for all that
Nothing.
money. And now here with this company, you got all kinds of silver and stuff, huh?
I can order them on the phone and have a piece of gold sent to me for $2,000 to my door, and I didn't even have to go anywhere to get it. And I know it's real gold, but it wasn't $78,000 for that one piece, I'll tell you that.
So you kind of...
I learned really fast.
So you kind of had gold fever there for a while, thought you was going to do pretty good in it, and then it turned out to be a lot of work and no gold.
Well, I was looking for something down the future to be for me, you know. We could keep on going, but you don't have partners. You do it yourself.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what they're doing down there all day long.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be doing work for you when they're not. And you're paying their power bills there and water bills, giving them money for food. It just doesn't work out that way.
Well, and just tell me, you also spend a lot of your time when they need materials, you have to drive.
I have to drive back, get a room and stay there in Moab and then drive clear out to the site and take the equipment to them, you know. Then go back and turn around from there and drive all the way back home again. So I'd be gone at least one night and then drive back the next day all the way back. So
2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
Not even a grain of gold.
I don't even count the gas there and back. That was just money put out. That was a good experience, but I don't want anybody to do that.
You got a better way now?
Oh, much better. And I just go in the mailbox and open it up and it's right there for me. I come back and put it in my safe.
And not only that, not only for you, but you helping a lot of other people being able to collect that and get that, and plus get a little bit of money to help pay for that or help.
Oh. You know, the nice thing about it, I have a fantastic person that supports me. Without that, you know, it's pretty tough, I know. So my wife supports me. She gets involved, and she likes it too. And we made a kind of a team together.
Awesome.
And a team does better than one individual. I do whatever she tells me to do. No. No. Come on over here, hon, so you can be in it.
Well,
Have her come over here, my wife.
So yeah, I got to ask you questions now.
Oh, here, come on over here. Lift your feet up there, huh? This is my better half.
So.
We've been together for 51 years.
Awesome. Awesome. So what's your wife's name?
Rebecca J. Mann.
And so Rebecca, you know, you're supporting him on this and you're helping it. You're kind of excited about this thing too.
well, in the beginning, when Richard met us at the restaurant and poured the coins in Gene's hands, and he explained to us that Roger Ball and Jack and Josh and he himself were going to be the owners of this company. There was no question in my mind that I wanted to be a part of this company because I knew these men, their reputation preceded them. They were powerful men. They had done great things in the past, and now they were starting a new project. And I just didn't want to be left in the dust. So I said to him, you write him a check. At that time, it was $250. We had no idea where this company was going, and it's to our total amazement the things that they've accomplished and created and designed in this company. It just continually gets better and better, and every time you go to a convention or a meeting with them, it's just awesome the things that they present. It's really amazing. So we're just really proud to be a part of their legacy. It's really a great company, and when it comes to trustworthy, there's just no question about the trustworthiness of this company.
So are you kind of shocked, both of you, about the amount of points that you got on the one side? I mean, this just sounds unbelievable. That's just kind of like a bank. And
yeah, if we would produce a little bit more ourselves, amazing what we could make.
Yeah.
We're working on that right now. I'm gonna get all my 4 or 5 people all at silver when we go to the convention.
What does silver mean? Going to silver.
$3,500 a week. Instead of,
But there's levels.
there's levels to go into it. You go to associate, then you go to a copper, then you go to a bronze, then you go to silver.
But at silver, you could be making up to $3,500 a week.
Yeah. And then you go to gold.
Like the sounds of that. That's more than I make, man. I work 60, 70 hours a week, and I don't even come close to that.
Well, I thought and figured out I might have to get a part-time job too. No, it would be not the money, it's the part of getting there, being a part of it. That's what it is. Holding up our end of the agreement to help the others.
because there's great people in this company. It's really fun to go to conventions and see the people that you've heard on the Zoom talks and heard their testimonies, and then go to these meetings and meet them. It's really fun to make that association.
I mean, I met so many fantastic people that always stick in my mind all the time, and I met him personally many times. Tony Hubbard, Vegas, Salt Lake, up to Idaho Falls. Colleen Lee from Montana up there. Fantastic lady, her and her husband Lee, really great. And the other ones I met that I never knew before is Chris Latin and his wife, and Joe and his wife, that Jorgensen's and his boy and his mother and dad up there in Jorgensen, the ranchers that I never knew before.
The people we met in New York.
Oh, the people we met in New York that we never knew. It's just been really, there's so many of them, I just can't remember all of them right off the bat, but they're ones that's always been there, always stuck with us, always doing something, always promoting and helping people. That's the whole thing about it, is people helping people.
So with that said, I want to back up, because you said, for you to get to silver, you have to help your other people get up to where they're making more money?
Yep. For me to move to silver, I've got to have each one of them move up a rank to bronze underneath me.
And every time
when they get bronze, I get one people and that on each side bronze, I move to silver. If I don't make it.
So if you don't help them, you don't.
If I don't help them, I don't go nowhere.
So the incentive is to help everybody that you've got involved in this. Your incentive is to help them.
So we have our meetings and talk and encourage each other and listen to them, set goals and educate ourselves on what's going on and ask questions back and forth. That's good.
Cool.
Just like the guy last night, Jeff Wood, he's under me. He's got 8 million points too.
Oh, wow.
There's another one, a couple of more of them under me that's got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 million points under them.
Wow.
So it's not like just me. They've got them too, all of them down below me.
And they're people that you got in?
No, they're people that Richard got in under me.
Oh, okay.
I didn't bring them in. Richard brought them in, but they're under me.
Yeah.
So all them ones, I love them all. They're fantastic. I can't say enough about what they've done. And they've done it, when they've done it for them, they've done it for me too. So that's what makes it.
They were helping you, you helping them, others, and it just continued.
Oh yeah, all of them have just done. Colleen and Bob Reed and George and Chris Latin and Tony Hubbard and Joe Latin and Johnson up there, Jorgensen's up there in Montana, Blaine Harris, Harris up there in Idaho Falls. All of them has helped me. They're all thought people that's under me. I don't say under me, we're all the same together. We're all.
And we've done things in this company we would have never done. We would have never gone to New York in a million years.
Huh.
We would have never saved any silver or gold in a million years.
Yeah.
Those are things that would just never would have happened in our life if it hadn't been for 7K medals.
Cool.
It's nice. I go and open my safe and I pull out some tubes of 20 that's worth, right now they're probably $700-800 a tube that I never had before. So if something gets worse and everything goes down the tube, we can always sell it. The thing about it, the company will buy it back from us at a smaller, lesser pay, a little less money. But they'll buy it back to help you out. I don't know any other company around that sells coins that'll buy it back from you. Maybe, if you give it to them.
Especially perfume. If you buy perfume, they're not going to buy it back.
Yeah, peels and vitamins, they don't buy them back either. When they sell them to you, you got them. And that's the thing, the other companies I bought, product from, and the good product, but there's still the guy above me. Every time you buy, he gets the money. He keeps moving up, and I stay in the same place. I've done that part. $300 or $400 a month on vitamins and peels and that. Adds up quite a bit and you can bring some people in and make $20, $30, $50. 7K medal, 7K medals, the least you can make is $250. And that's a special they're doing right now this year to make incentive for people to do it. Because normally it was $500 when we joined.
Yeah.
And you make $1,000 to get 500 people and 500 points. So it's changed a lot, and they've added a lot more to it. So there's no limit where they're going. And still above the 12,500 is the top one per week. They're going to increase that on top of that.
Cool.
And there's people making that money right now in the company. Not many companies have people make 12,500 a week. A lot of them, no, maybe one, but not 10, 15, 20 people, or 30 or 40 people. It's been amazing. And
In 5 years, they were able to do that.
yeah, in 5 years. Some of the guys has made silver and gold in 3 months,
Wow.
2 months.
Wow.
One guy done it like in 10 days.
Wow.
So, I mean, there's no limit. There's no way stopping. You can do whatever you want to do. You got to put effort and some work into it. It's not free.
Right.
They're not giving nothing away free. You have to earn it. Then you appreciate it. Then you can tell other people how to do it and help them. And that's where the stage we're at right now. You're getting our people right now motivated to, a lot of us been just buyers. Now they're looking at the part where they get all these points that they want to make some money. They're starting to change their attitude and their way with gold and silver.
Sounds like they're just like me.
Yeah. Well, I wish I had you under me. Well, you are under me. Anyway, I appreciate all what you do.
Well, with that said, I appreciate you taking the time and talking to me, and that's a wrap. Unless you got anything else you want to add to this.
The only thing I can say is right now, if you're looking at 7K medals, you're thinking about it, quit thinking, join. It will never be sorry because it'll change your life. People helping people. And you've never had that before.
I like that.
Anyway, I'd say
Wisdom.
thank you very much for your time. This is a man from Farmington, Utah.
That's a wrap. Thank you, guys.